Thank you for joining me today. It's Brian Gubernick, and welcome to the No Days Off podcast, where we believe that every single day brings a new opportunity to get better. I heard a quote recently from an author named David Bach. He's a financial author, he's written a number of financial books. And I heard this quote, and it really got me thinking. David said in this interview I was listening to, he said, if you don't have a plan for your money, someone else does. If you don't have a plan for your money, someone else does. The more I thought about that quote, the more I think that what he described is exactly what's happening to so many of us right now. Because we're living in a different world than we were even 10, 15 years ago. We're living in what David Bach calls the automatic economy. The automatic economy. Let me explain what that actually means. There was a time not too long ago when spending your money required real intention. Like you had to physically go to the store. You had to actually pull out cash. You had to hand that cash to someone. You had to feel that cash leave your hand. In other words, there was some element of friction. Now, today, there's little to no friction at all. For some of us, there is zero friction. I still use cash from time to time. I still go to the store from time to time, but I know, the generations younger than me, for some of us, there is no friction at all. Everything is automatic. Subscriptions, auto renewals, ordering right off of Amazon, saved credit cards on your computer or on your phone, these one-click purchases. I mean, you don't even have to think about it anymore. The money just disappears, just leaves. And there's no point of friction. It's actually pretty fascinating when you start to think about it that way. Here's where it gets even more interesting, in my opinion. The weapon of choice in this entire system is the cell phone that is sitting in your pocket right now. That phone is no longer just a communication device, as you well know. It is an incredible distribution channel. Every app on that phone is really competing for two things when you break it down. It's competing for your attention, and it's competing for your money. And those two things are directly connected, because once they get your attention, they have a far better shot at getting your money. Think about your own behavior for a second. You open your phone for something pretty simple. Maybe you're going to check a text, or maybe you've got a few minutes to scroll Instagram, whatever it may be. And within a few seconds, you're already seeing ads targeted specifically to you. You're seeing products that you've thought about. Maybe you've discussed with a friend and you're wondering, how in the heck is this already showing up on my phone? You're seeing services you didn't even know you needed. And you tap and you read and you click and suddenly you buy. And you did that all in like 60 seconds, maybe even less, 30 seconds. No friction, no hesitation, no pause, and really no thought. And it's important to mention, that's not random. That is literally engineered to work in the exact way it worked on you. This is where I think Bach's quote really, really resonates. If you don't actually have a plan for your money, you are stepping into a system that absolutely does. And that system is designed to capture your attention and influence your behavior and convert that behavior into spending. No matter how diligent you may be, it's easy to fall victim. The system is just really, really good at what I just described. So most people think their financial problem is income. I just need to make more money. But what's actually happening for a lot of people is this. They make more money and the system just takes more. The automatic economy just takes more. They end up with a better lifestyle. That's what they desire, which consists of more subscriptions and more convenience, more upgrades. And before they know it, they're right back where they started. As I'm saying upgrades, I mean, literally before I recorded this episode, I'm getting ready to take a flight and I went to go check in and I got check in on my phone and I got prompted to upgrade my seat for, I don't know, whatever amount of money. And it's kind of funny when you think about it. 15, 20 years ago, that didn't work like that. If I wanted to upgrade my seat, I had to make a call or even go to the airport. And in like 7 seconds, I could drop a couple $100 and upgrade my seat. And that is how the system takes your money. Again, I love the convenience, don't get me wrong, but if you don't have a plan for your money, someone else does. So the real issue, going back to the point at hand, probably isn't income, it's control. Who's deciding where your money goes? Is it you or is it the system? Because if you don't decide in advance, then every day becomes more reactive. And we've talked about planning and budgeting and thinking through building your financial wealth so much here at No Days Off. And that is obviously you planning in advance. But if you're not doing that sort of thing, then you're reacting to what you see and what you feel, maybe what's easy, what's convenient. And easy in this environment almost always costs money. Now, I want to be clear. I do not think this automatic economy is the enemy. I think it's neutral. I think it just depends on who's using it better. Because the exact same system that's designed to take your money can actually be flipped to build your wealth. This is so important. I hope you're still listening because this is the most important part of what we're talking about here. The same system that's designed to take your money can be flipped to build your wealth. So instead of automatic spending, probably figured I was going to go here, what you build is automatic investing, automatic saving, automatic allocation. Before you ever have a chance to touch the money, can you set up an automatic economy that's favorable to you? This is where I think the shift could happen for so many of us. Stop asking how much did I spend this month? And you start asking, what did I decide in advance was going to happen with my money? Discipline is going to trump this willpower that we so heavily rely on. But again, the system has been created to beat out our willpower. So we've got to have this discipline and this discipline around, relying on our systems. Most people are living inside a system right now that they did not design. And I'm encouraging you to take control. Here's maybe a simple way to think about it. Every dollar that comes in has a job. And that job gets assigned before the world gets access to it, not after. Because once it hits your checking account, now you're exposed. Now you're in the game. Now you're reacting. But if you can intercept it first, if you can say, hey, this percentage of my earnings goes here, this amount goes there, this is what I'm building. Now you're in control. And the phone, the same device that's pulling money out of people every day, now it becomes your advantage because now it's just executing your plan. It's not executing someone else's. So here's a question I'm going to leave you with. When you look at your life right now, do you have a plan for your money? Or are you participating in someone else's? It's a really good question to ask. And I'm going to challenge everybody here at No Days Off to set up one automatic transfer in the coming days. Maybe from your main account, set up an automatic transfer to an investment account or an automatic transfer to a savings account or something, anything that's building your future. Try to create one automatic transfer, pre-plan that dollar before it arrives in your bank account. Don't do with it, don't do something with it once it's left over. I'm talking about the day it comes in, it goes right back out in a positive way. In the world where everything is automatic, I think those that are going to win financially and are presently winning financially, they're probably automating the right things versus being reactive. That's all I have for you today, the No Days Off podcast. Thank you so much for listening. And remember, every single day brings a new opportunity to get better. So let's get after it.